Welcome to Dandy Soap DIY. Today we're going to convert a Halloween lantern that has a LED light inside of it into our centerpiece for our fall floral arrangement. This is an easy DIY and you can grab this lantern from Dollar Tree. Get you a pair of your heavy duty snips or a sharp pair of scissors and begin working on the edge there, removing the small plastic pieces. And as you remove it, the plastic will pop, so be careful not to break your lantern as you clip this out. But it's really easy to do, no sweat. And as you work along there, it comes out pretty quick. So I had this removed relatively quick. We want to remove the other three sides as well. This is completely removable. This LED plastic light just slides out. You could replace it. So voila, we have all four sides. Grab you a floral sponge, and here's you an easy make. Get you a beautiful 8-inch plate, 2 of the Dollar Tree candle pillars, and glue them together with E6000 and paint them. You can reuse this over and over as I do. Easy make. With your floral sponge, you're sizing it up, looking at how big you need. If you get your putty knife, it will slice through this floral sponge with ease and a breeze. So money saver here, bonus tip, save the other half for later. We're simply going to glue our sponge square to our pedestal, and this way we can reuse it. We can remove the sponge if we want to and use our pedestal for later on. Now sort and arrange your florals, large, medium, small, and your fillers and your focal flower, whether it's large or small. The purple dahala is a large, but we're going to put it in with the large pile and the medium. Now these are our main flowers. I have selected the dahala, the purple dahalas, for my focal flower. And just go ahead and fluff it up, whichever your focal flower is. It can be large or small. Now you want to begin preparing them. So you're going to lay your floral next to your floral sponge and see how far in it needs to go. So place your focal flower in the center around this square. If you're using a round one, it works the same way. But that is my focal flower. And I want it to go in just far enough that it extends on the outer perimeter. This will truly make that color pop. And I'm using 4, so there's just 1 in each side in the very center. And there I will work away from, working upward. This is our secondary medium focal flower, the white mums. And as you notice, I am strategically placing it right beside the dahala. And just above the 2 of those, I am placing the marigolds. It is also a medium flower, but what it does is the color of it will help reflect and break it up so that your eyes will go directly to the mums and the dahala. So this is your medium large, and it goes in right between and just above the dahala and the mum. As you go through there, you're going to really truly be placing those. So you have those 3 bundled together. Now here is our larger flower, which is one of the sunflowers. And even though it's large, it's going in the corners on this square. If this were round, you would kind of work the same way. Put it by itself so there's space in between, which is where we will later be placing filler flowers. And as I go around, I'm trying to work and fluff up everything and kind of keep them from blocking. It's just taking form as we go around. And the great thing about this pedestal is, one, you can rework it, reuse it. You could put something else in the center of this if you wanted to. So here's our 3rd medium flower that has real loud color. This is our orange mum. And I am placing it in between the corner and the dahala down at the bottom. This gives it that fall look. And there are 4 of those as well. As you can see, I'm putting it to the left side between the sunflower and the dahala. Now we've got our bottom formed. Let's begin working with our small fillers. And you want 1 or 2 colors when you're working with a filler. And I'm leaving the leaves on all of these. Now I put the golden one beside of the mum, and I put the red one in the corner. This will be the main side per se. But then as you notice, I am placing both of those right beside the sunflower, right at the corner. And it's starting to fill it up. And it's just forming and coming together really, really beautiful. Fluff as you go along and start bending the wire so that everything sits in there but shows off every single flower you place in there, so that no matter how you set your centerpiece, wherever it's sitting, it can be noticed from every side and angle. And make your adjustments as you go along, making sure that your focal flower stays focal and you don't drown it with the other florals. That is significant and important. I want the faces of those sunflowers to really show for that little bit of brownness that's in the center, making it give it that earth tone and warming it up so it's not overly bright but still bright, if that makes sense. I know a lot of these words sound repetitive. However, as you look at the video and listen as I talk, you'll see what I'm trying to point out. Now right there in the bundle, if you notice, the Dahala, the orange mum, along with the filler are really truly bundling and popping. You can just, your eyes go right to it. I've set the lantern there just to kind of test it to see that everything fits, and I've made room because that lantern, the batteries are on the bottom, and I need to be able to lift it on and off, and I may even put a pumpkin in the center later on. Save that floral stem from off of these pumpkin fillers. Now I only have 3 of these vine filler pumpkins. Give it a one over, just looking it over, making sure everything's looking sharp, fluffed out before you put your final picks in there. And making sure it's just full enough and you're content and it has all that you want in there. Now your pumpkin fillers on this particular floral arrangement that are viney, we want them close to the top. I put 3 in there, and believe it or not, it could use more if I wanted to, but it doesn't really need it. I looked it over and this was sufficient. It's just gorgeous. Turning the lantern on, placing it in the center, and as I said, you could take this lantern out and put birds or something else in there. So this is a real autumn beauty centerpiece, and voila, she is complete and looking great. Let me know what you liked about this video, and if you like the colors I chose. These are my fall colors, and this sets the tone for the rest of the fall. Till the next one, well, I'll be crafting y'all. Elizabeth, over and out. Bye, guys.